Kal Kadosh, Boker Or, Mishna Yomi, Masechet Bava Metzia, Perek Gimel, third chapter, new chapter, Mishnah Aleph and Bet. Okay, so this Mishnah is referring to an unpaid shomer. So we're talking about a shomer hinam. Yeah, as stated in the introduction of the chapter, an unpaid shomer does not have to pay the owner if the item was stolen or lost without negligence. Right? Why? But since he's doing him a favor, he's doing a bechinam, so הוא לא צריך לשלם אם זה נגנב או נאנס. Okay? However, though, he has to prove that it happened. If he cannot prove it, then he has to take a שבועה, שבועת השומרים. שבועת השומרים זה, הוא צריך להישבע שהוא לא היה פשיעה. Right? There was no פשיעה involved. Okay. המפקיד אצל חברו בהמה או כלים. Somebody that gives his friend or an animal or utensils to his friend to watch over it. Right? Again, for free. Shilem ולא רצה להישבע. What if he paid and he didn't want to swear? That means he could have sworn and then he's patur. He didn't want to swear. הוא לא רצה להישבע. אז מיד אני משלם. Okay. שערי אמרו, but they said, שומר חינם נשבע ויוצא. Right? Because that's all he is. If he wants, he could pay. He doesn't have to do שבועה. נמצא הגנב, if he finds a גנב, משלם תשלומי כפל, he still has to make the double payment. Okay? Which is the ganav has to pay the double payment. Tavach umachar, right? And he says, משלם תשלומי 4 ו5. And if he slaughtered it or sold it, the ganav has to pay 4 and 5. Now the question is, למי משלם? Who does he pay? He pays the original owner, or he pays now the shomer. Because the shomer, the second that he came and he paid for it, even though technically he was not obligated to pay for it, so he became the owner. So therefore, who gets it? Lemi shapikadon etzlo. He pays the one, which is the shomer. That means the thief pays the shomer. It's a good investment, no? Think about it. You right now, I come in and give you something to come and to watch over. And then what happens? And then you come and you pay me for it. Why? Because it was stolen. And then all of a sudden they caught the thief. Yeah, it was John Doe. And he came in, he caught the thief. So what happens? He has to pay double. But now this guy just made money. Well, good investment. Yeah, very, very smart, this guy. Nishba. What happens if he swore and he didn't want to pay? In Ganav, if you find the Ganav, he's going to pay the Teshuvah Kefil, right? He has to pay double. Again, if he's going to slaughter or sell it, he has to pay 4 or 5. But who's going to pay? The Bala Pikadon to the owner. Why? Because since over here, right, the guy swore, so he never became the owner. He just swore that he becomes Fatul. Who's still the owner? The original owner. So therefore, this guy, the thief, has to pay the original owner, which only makes sense. Okay? Mishna Bet, Hasocher Para. You rent a cow from your friend and you lend it to somebody else. Right? Now you lent it to them though with permission. Okay? Im reshut. Ataiti. Im reshut. Okay? Fine. Umeta kederka. It dies a normal death. Yishava socher shemeta kederka. The socher has to swear that it died a normal death. Vashoel yeshalem lasocher. So the shoel, the borrower, has to pay to the socher. Right? He says, right, 1 second. He comes and he says, why? Because he's a shoel. So therefore, when it died a natural death, at which point the owner loses the cow and any right to be paid, because the renter does not pay, right, for unavoidable accidents, it becomes the property of the renter. And therefore, the borrower has to pay the renter. Okay? So basically, you can't get the animal back, basically. Okay? So this is the shita of the Tanakama. Remember that we already mentioned that a socher is not liable for any type of loss or damage, okay, that's caused by an accident, an avoidable accident, obviously. But a borrower is chayav. Okay, so therefore, since right now, so the borrower, so he just borrowed it. So since he borrowed it, he has to now pay the socher. Okay, fine. He comes and he says, Amar Biyoseh, says the Biyoseh, Keitzad, Halau, says what, he's making business off your cow? You just went and you rented the cow. And now I'm making business off it because I just lent it to him. And now it should go to the original. You give it back to the original owners.